Hey, welcome, folks, to Let's Go Fishing Show. And as you can see, we're in a different location today. And with me is my friend and sponsor, Mr. Glenn Reynolds of Reynolds Racing and Marine. We're here at the Knoxville Fishing Show, Glenn, on Merchants Drive, or I guess it's off Merchants Drive. And your business is down in Harriman.
Yes, sir.
And so I just wanted to introduce you to the people and kind of tell us what's going on, Glenn.
Well, we got a lot of people here today. In fact, the house almost full. We got a good display. Come on down. We'll be open tomorrow. Now, wait a minute. This will be showing Thursday. So today's Saturday, but we got a lot of product here. If you don't come down to my store at 1019 South Rome Street in Harriman.
Yes, that's exactly what you need to do, folks. If you can't get here, and Glenn, I got a guy here and you've introduced him to me. He has the most human interest story I've ever heard.
It's store. Come on over, Tim, and introduce you. This is.
All right, Tim. This is Tim Brogton, and come on in here and get in front of the camera, Tim.
All right.
I'm going to hand you the mic because I want to listen to this again.
Well, I left southern Ohio, my home up in Chillicothe, Ohio, yesterday at 12 noon. What should have been about a 5-hour trip turned into a 15-hour escapade on the highway down on I-75. Something on the mountain there, a wreck or something, but I sat from 3 o'clock till 5 o'clock in the morning and wanted to get here real bad. This is an awesome show. No excuse for nobody to come out. I waited 15 hours on the road, so you guys get on down here. There's plenty left today and tomorrow, and Reynolds has got an awesome setup here and can put you in a fine boat, so no excuse for nobody to get down here.
Tim, thank you much, man. I tell you what, Glenn, that's some kind of story. Appreciate you, buddy. All right. So, anyway, Glenn and I are going to I've got a gentleman that we're going to talk to here in just a second, and after that, Glenn and I are going to get over here. And
we're going to go sit some boats one at a time.
Gotcha.
What about a customer that sits 15 hours in his car just to get here? Now, isn't that something?
That's something, Glenn. That's a good customer. It really is.
Yeah, let's get over here and go over some features of our boats.
All right. When you get ready, I'll be right there with the camera.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Glenn.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
All right, we're back for here just a minute, folks. I got a couple of little announcements. And before I start on that, I got a gentleman here I'd like to bring up. Mr. Joe Lee.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Joe, good to see you, man. Good to see you, folks. You know, I heard a lot about Joe and Joe's dad and Jake. That's the man now, isn't it?
Jake's doing good, and I got another boy coming that may be better than him.
Oh, man. I saw Jake yesterday, and he's down at college there in Dayton.
He'll be there next fall.
Next fall. Yeah. Okay, he's moving on up then.
Yes, sir.
That's good, Joe. You guys have just done wonderful, man. Now, the younger boy, he's at what school?
Josh, he's still at Carnes Middle School. He'll get to start doing the high school fishing next year.
Oh, heck, that's great. Josh, you know, they're just doing wonderful. I saw him yesterday, fine young man, and I can't believe, Joe, that fishing didn't have a big part of that.
Oh, yeah. You know, of course, we raised our kids in church and taught them about Jesus, but keeping them on the water. And tell you what, it just does my heart good to see them, you know, when they get some free time. You know, they got friends, but they don't go hang out at the mall or don't play video games. They want to go to the lake, go fishing or hunting, and it just, you know, really makes me feel good, you know.
I guarantee you makes me feel good too, Joe. I appreciate you coming by.
Thank you, man. Hey, the fishing show is the biggest social event of the year in our world. And I love being here.
Buddy, I appreciate you too, Joe. I know exactly what you're saying.
Yep.
And good luck as future goes on. I hope the best for them two boys, man.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you having me.
Thank you, Joe.
All righty.
Thank you, buddy. All right, folks, we'll be back with you in just a minute. Okay, folks, I'm back right here while Glenn's dealing with a customer over there right quick, and we'll get back to him here in a few minutes. Why it's on my mind, I want to mention all my sponsors. Edgemore Outdoors. They've got a big sale going on at the store this weekend. Also going to have it next Friday and Saturday. So if you miss out by being somewhere else or can't get there due to the bad weather, make sure you go by and get with Glenn or Jim at Edgemore Outdoors and take advantage of this sale price. He's got 10% off of fishing gear, some Rapala lures. It's got 40% off on a couple of those models, 20% off on Denali rods, 20% off on Shimano rods, 20% off on the Halo rods, and it's got a special sale price on handguns over there. This weekend, which he'll be closed, at closing time today, but next weekend now you need to take advantage of this great sale he's having, and we'll see how things go from there. And I just wanted to let you know what we had there. And also my other sponsors, the sign shop there in Harriman. They can do all kinds of signs and screen printing, whatnot. Tim's Tire, Harriman. This kind of weather, you need tires. So that's the best place to get them, folks. I can't tell you any different. You got the best prices in town and good service, and they have about any kind of tires you're looking for, whether it be for your on-the-road truck, your vehicle, your pickup truck, whatever it might be, your skid steer, he's got them guaranteed. So remember Tim's Tire. Rome Street Grill in Harriman, best home-cooked meal you'll ever get. Don't forget those folks down there. Them women do know how to cook. And let them know you appreciate them sponsoring the Let's Go Fishing show, along with while you're enjoying your meal there. But they have a lot of specials on Friday nights, Saturday nights, so forth and so on. So check out the Rome Street Grill. Pamela Ann's Fudge Candies and Gifts. They're in Oliver Springs. Like I told you before, that candy is at the Cracker Barrel. Their fudge is. They've got over 100 different flavors. I got gifts, just stop by that little store there, and you're going to be surprised at what all you find in there for sure. Some Amish foods and that kind of thing. So stop by there and give those people a shout. Also, remember the Shared Treasures there in Oliver Springs across from Ace Hardware. Antiques and whatnot in there. Be a good place to look for that special gift for somebody. And the Mount Pisgah Baptist Church Printing Ministry, don't want to forget that also. So anyway, we're having a great time here at the show. All right, folks, we're back here live at the show. I've got James Knuckles here with me. James, good to see you, bud.
Nice to see you, Steve.
Okay, and James is filling about 3 different shoes over here today. He's helping Glenn out sell the Phoenix boat, and he's also promoting his tournament trail. And so, James, I'm going to give you the mic. Tell us about it, man.
Well, the first thing I'd like to say, if you're looking for a new boat, go by and see Glenn down at Reynolds Racing there in Harriman. He's got the Phoenix line of boats, and for my money, I just don't think for fishability and a ride and everything that the price of the Phoenix boats is just phenomenal, and you get a quality product there. And we're fortunate to have them as the sponsor for the Volunteer Bass Trail.
Yes, sir.
And this will be our 3rd year of doing the Volunteer Bass Trail. And this year we're doing quite a few things different. In the past, we've had 2 different entry fee levels, and this year we're going to 1 entry fee, and it's going to be $150 a team, and we're featuring 100% payout. And that $150 per team entry fee will include $10 for big bass. And at each tournament, we'll have 100% payback of the entry fee plus the $10 big bass. And the big bass will be split 60-40. We'll pay 2 big bass regardless of number of entries at every tournament. And that'll be the 2 biggest fish weighed in. And whether it's smallmouth or largemouth, one person could win both big fish pots.
I like that, James. You know what? Yeah, that makes me, if I get a big largemouth, I want to go hunt me a big smallmouth,
Right.
So, or vice versa.
And this way, with the 2 biggest fish, if you win first and both big fish, you're really going to get a nice paycheck. But the good thing about paying 2 big fish each tournament, even if you're not catching many, you just catch one fish. If it happens to be the second big fish that day, you probably win more than your entry fee with just one cast. So that makes it really keep, whether you're catching them or not, you still got something to fish for.
Exactly right, James. I think that's a good setup you've got. I really do. And I want, whenever you get done telling more about the tournament, I want you to tell folks that you've got a Phoenix boat, so you know about how they ride and how good they are.
I do. I've got the 819 Phoenix. It's a new model they come out with last year. It's 19 and a half foot long. It's got a 200 horsepower Yamaha on it. It's a great boat. You can put a tackle store inside of it in the storage compartment. I carry about 30 rods in the rod locker. They also have a passenger rod locker in addition to the main rod locker, which carries another additional 7 or 8 rods in that rod locker, which very few boats have that. So they're built by fishermen with fishermen's in mind. And so, it's most boat companies and everybody's building really good boats, but with a Phoenix boat, what you get is you've actually got fishermen coming up with the ideas that go in these boats, and it just makes your day go by a lot easier because everything is fishing friendly.
James, that's it in a nutshell. That being fishing friendly is what it's all about. And I'm like you. I like that Phoenix boat myself.
They're a great ride. They're plenty fast. They'll take all kind of rough weather conditions that you can get in. The compartments stay dry, and it keeps your tackle dry, and you don't always have to get it out after a rainy day and go through all your tackle and dry it out because it stays dry in the boat. Just a lot of neat features on it, and the quality of the boat speaks for itself. Like the console on the driver's side is completely finished out, where you don't have any exposed wires or anything showing. Just small details like that's kind of what sets Phoenix apart from the other boat brands.
I agree with you, James. They really do a good job on fixing that electrical stuff up and adding the accessories. There's not, these open holes where the wires are run through and that kind of thing. So they're dressed out nice. They really are.
And as far as contingency program goes with Phoenix, they've got one of the best contingency programs in the country as far as winning money in tournaments and stuff. If you go to phoenixboats.com and look at the first flight program, you'll see all their contingencies and the tournament trails that they are associated with, where you can win the extra money, and they've got some great plans on that.
Yeah, I think that brochure says $7,000, depending on the number of boats in the tournament. That's the best I've seen anywhere, James.
Yeah, it's up to $7,000, and they stand behind their products really well, and that first flight program's a great program. It doesn't cost you hardly anything to get into it, and it's got a lot of rewards to it. And speaking of tournaments, our schedule this year, we're going to start on Loudon in April.
Right.
And then in June, we're going to Watts Bar. October is going to be Chickamauga, and November is Norris Lake.
Yeah. Okay. You going to have some flyers out?
We will have flyers out in all the local tackle stores, or you can go to our website, which is volunteerbasstrail.com.
All right. James, I appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you,
We
buddy.
appreciate your show and everything you do for all the local fishermen, and you do a great job. Thanks,
buddy. I appreciate that, James. I really do. Okay, folks. We'll see you back in a little bit.
Rodney and Kay Harback invite everyone to come on over to Rome Street Grill to experience a pleasant dining experience with them. Rodney knows how important it is to get folks back to work after lunch, so they have a speedy lunch at Rome Street Grill. They will get you in and get you out. Every day they have a special at lunch or order off the menu. So go visit the fine folks at Rome Street Grill. Call them at 865-285-6025. That's Rome Street Grill, across from Jerry Duncan Ford in Harriman. Call them at 865-285-6025.
All right, folks. Yay. I don't have to introduce this gentleman right here to you. You all know who he is, Mr. Jimmy Houston.
Hey, it's good to be here, man.
Good to be here, Jim. Good
I'll
to
tell
have
you, we've got a great crowd in the show today. I think that the snow might have slowed the people down a little bit yesterday, but nobody can go fishing today. You can go. You better be really mad at them if you're going to go today.
You're exactly right, man. It's good to see you here. Good to get to talk to you. And, folks, I'm here with the man. So good to see you, man.
Well, it's so good to be here. You know, the shows are starting all over the country right now. And one of the great things that's going to happen, we're going to have such early great fishing this year all over the South. It's just going to be amazing. We had a very, very mild winter. I know the last few days have been some big storms everywhere, but the next couple of weeks all over the South, we're going to have 65 and 75 degrees days all over the South, from Oklahoma all the way to the northern part of Florida, and the fish are going to jump up on those banks, and it's just going to be great fishing. I can't wait. I'm getting ready to head my truck and boat south today.
I wish you could stay. We'd like to take you smallmouth fishing.
Well, you know, I've been seeing some great pictures. I know Norris right now is on fire, 17, 18 pounds to win. And, you know, some of the lakes, you know, 23-pound stringers like at Lake Cherokee popping out every day. And just so many good lakes in this area. And Chickamauga is spitting out 8, 9, 10-pound largemouth now. I talked to one friend of mine down there that caught an 8 and a 9-pounder on the same lure. We all know what kind of lure that was, a umbrella rig, but an 8 and a 9-pounder on the same at the same time.
Yes,
now,
sir.
a lot of people, that's a fish of a lifetime for most folks.
Yes,
and
sir.
you catch 2 in one cast, oh my gosh.
That means that you're right on them.
That's right. That's
hey,
right.
Have a safe trip. Good to have you here in Tennessee, man.
I appreciate it. It's good to
Thank
be here.
you. All right.
All right, man.
Folks, we'll be back shortly. All right, folks, we're back here at the fishing show, and I've got 2 gentlemen that's wandering around here trying to boat shop a little bit. Introduce yourself, guys.
Chad Phillips, Maryville, Tennessee.
Clark Airwood, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay. These 2 gentlemen been by these bullet boats over here at Reynolds Racing and Marine several times, and what do you think about them, guys? What are you looking for?
Well, everybody's been wanting this new dual console XRS to come out for a while. It's been talked about a couple of years. They now have a glove box and a passenger console, which is what everybody's been wanting for years.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great fishing boat, great riding boat. 250 Pro XS run 80, 82, depending on your fishing load. They're stable. They are a little different from the old X boats. With they don't have the side stripe no more, but times have changed. It's not your grandpa's old boat.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that is a very pretty blue boat. Blue and silver, black stripe in it. It's the perfect blue as far as I'm concerned.
Yes,
and usually they're a little too light or they're a little too dark. And that right there is just right.
Yeah, this one's a royal blue. They've not used this color in a while. Most of them are polycryl navy blue.
Mm-hmm.
That's a common color since like 2007. So they changed it up this year to bring a little something different to the table.
Right. All right, man. Well, I hope you get it.
I'd like to.
What about your buddy there now?
I'm a fan of this 21 XRD right here. It's orange and black, orange flake in the black. It's 300. That's what I'm after is the speed.
The speed. Oh, okay.
We're not after the slow.
It's different
does.
from the
It does. It's got the raised deck from the XDs and the XRSs. It's a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Better for flipping jigs under docks.
Oh, okay. You're not hitting the side of the boat.
Not hitting the side of the boat.
Yeah, I'm bad about the trolling motor, so I know what you're talking about. Hey, guys, listen, appreciate having both of you. Yes, sir. Make sure you tune in to the show.
Will do.
And
thanks for having us.
We'll be back later. Hello, folks. We're back here at the fishing show again, and I got Wilbur Brady with me. Wilbur, glad to have you, man.
Steve, good to meet you, buddy.
Yes, sir, buddy. Now, listen, folks. I've been telling you, I always want to be diversified and catch all kinds of fish and this, that, and the other. Now, Wilbur is a rockfish guide.
I am a rockfish guide on Lake Cherokee.
On Lake Cherokee, I'm going to hand the mic to him where you won't miss a word. So, a few people that's wanting to do that kind of thing, lay it on them, Wilbur.
All right. Yeah, we predominantly run out Lake Cherokee. We get a lot of out-of-towners and stuff coming into the Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge area. We're more east of Knoxville. Predominantly run striper trips. We have 4, 6, and 8 hour slots available. Enjoy taking folks' birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, and that sort of stuff. Really enjoy the kids.
Yes, sir. That's it right there.
Yeah.
We can't help the way we are, but we can help the way they are.
You're exactly right. But we enjoy kids. I've raised 3 kids and stuff on the lake myself, and we just kind of cater to them children.
All right. Well, folks, like I said, Wilbur's one of the first rockfish guides, hybrid striper guides that I've run into, and he and I kind of hit it off, and I wanted to bring him to your attention. And Wilbur, tell us how we can get a hold of you, man.
All right, and you can go on my website, www.fantasticstriperfishing.com. or you can call me on my cell phone, 865-851-5381.
All right, and you can call me at the show, and I have his card, and I can give you a number if you can't find it.
Yeah, sure enough.
Okay, man,
Steve,
I appreciate it. Yes, sir, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Hope everything works out for you, bud.
All right, thanks.
Okay, folks, we'll be back shortly.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
Hey, folks, we're back here, and I've got a gentleman here with me. He's fishing the Coastal Trail, and Tom Helton. Tom, I've run into you around here before. You originally from where?
I live in Cleveland, Tennessee.
Live in Cleveland. I thought you was down that way. Tell us about your fishing trip. You were in Florida last week.
Yeah, we fished the Coastal Series in Florida last week. Had a big turnout, 250 boats fished that series. A lot of the guys are getting ready for the FLW Tour coming up in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, I'm not fishing that, but had a decent practice. We had a lot of weather came in. We had tornadoes come through on Friday, so It was a tough tournament. But, you know, I did come back on the second day and had some good points and just enjoy getting out fishing with those guys. Fished the Rayovacs. It was Rayovacs. I've done that for 3 years. Qualified for the tour a couple years. Qualified for the championship last year.
Yeah.
This coming year, I'm going to be on Lake Barkley fishing the BFL All-American.
Oh, man.
And qualified for that this past year on Lake Hartwell. So.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. You're from the Cleveland area. You know, you're right there on top of the best lake right now we got.
Oh, yeah. Lake Chickamauga is something hard to beat. I'm sponsored through Curtis Bunch at Bunch Marine. But we fish Watts Bar in Chickamauga all the time and Lake Gunnersville.
Yeah, okay. Tom, good luck to you, man. Appreciate your time. Yes, sir.
Right, thank you.
All right, thank you, buddy. Okay, we'll be back in a minute, folks. All right, folks, we're back over here at the show again. I got a fine gentleman right here that I've known for several years, and the reason I've known him is because it's Rick Swafford, Swafford Trolling Motor Repair. Rick, glad to have you, man.
Thank you, Steve.
Yes, sir. Yeah, good to get to see you over here. I see you at the show every year, and
I try to make it every year.
Try to make it every year.
Yep.
Tell us where you're located so these people can find you.
Well, we're located, our address is Lenoir City, but we're about 5 miles out of Lenoir City going toward Friendsville, just off Highway 321, about a mile off in the country there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's country. If you think you're lost, you're almost there. So that's about.
I agree with that.
Yep,
This first time I was there, I was lost.
Yep.
But honestly, folks, Rick does Minn Kotas, motor guides.
Yeah, we repair Minn Kota, motor guide, and OMC, older OMC motors. But we're an authorized service center for Minn Kota and motor guide.
Right.
So we can do any of the warranty work that's needed or out of warranty. We sell new motors. We recondition motors and sell. And I can get factory reconditioned motors and sell those also. We install motors.
Yeah.
Sell parts, just about anything you need. If you need to talk about your trolling motor problems, we'll do that.
All right.
I'll get my wife to do that for me.
Well, folks, listen, that just about covers it. And,
Yes,
and honestly, Rick, I'm going to tell you, these big engines on the back, they're just a catalyst to get you where that trolling motor takes over.
A trolling motor is just, and nowadays it's very vital to a fisherman's, his success on the water, because you depend on that to move around slowly and quietly and to get where the fish are.
That's right.
And we maintain the motors for the guys and the ladies too, and just keep your motor in top shape is all I can say is the best thing. And sometimes you might need to bring it in and just have it spruced up and have everything checked out to make sure you don't have or help prevent a failure on the water.
Hey, that right there is the key. It's bad business out there when it's broke down. If you can prevent it by just a little day trip over to you.
Yeah, if you don't have a spare prop, maybe you ought to carry one,
Right.
I have been 2 times now. I've had to ruin my day of fishing because of a broken prop.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I do have a spare. I run into some guys years ago. They had drove from Michigan to come down here to fish. They put their boat in at Norris and broke their prop off of getting in the boat. Didn't know where to go get one, and been sitting there for 3 or 4 hours. And they didn't know where to go, how to do, and I told them where a little bait shop was at, or might have one, and they took off to go get it. Their boat was gone when I got back in, so hopefully they got in the water. But that's a good idea. That's fair prop.
That's an easy thing to do, is to carry one, because you just don't know when you're going to break one or it's going to spin off your motor.
Exactly right.
Lose it.
Yes, sir.
So,
Well, Rick, man, appreciate you. Folks, keep this gentleman in mind right here. If you've got trolling motor problems or think you might have, it'd be a good thing to get a hold of him.
Thank you very much, Steve.
All right, you're more than welcome, Rick.
Pleasure.
We'll be back shortly, folks. Okay, folks, we're back here, and I've got 2 of these high school gentlemen here with me. I've got Bailey Fain and Justin Selvage, and you guys are from Lenore City.
Yes, sir.
All right. How about tell us a little bit about how you got started and what you like about it and the whole 9 yards,
What I really like about high school fishing is it gives you an opportunity to go to college and maybe get a scholarship, and that'll help pay for your college. And fishing really is just what I enjoy the most. It's just what I like to do.
I understand that, man. I'm the same way with you. My wife says I love it more than I do her. I told her she's running a real close second.
She's in a real close second, man.
Go ahead, Justin.
I just think it's fun, and it's something to do after school, something I can enjoy, and better than playing baseball or basketball. I just like fishing better.
Well, I've talked to several high school students like yourself that got into the fishing, and good athletes, probably like yourself, but they kind of quit it, and I hate that we're knocking the schools out of that of your athletic ability, but you're going to do as good as what you want to put yourself in, and if it's fishing's what you want to do, I just wish they'd have had that when I was going to school, man. I'd have tried to done better. I'd have made good grades, I guarantee you. But it's an honor for us to see you guys do what you do.
It's a pretty
really.
neat deal they got going now. It's real fun. It gives you something like used to you didn't have nothing for fishing, and now it's like fishing's just like football or baseball. It's just getting just as big now.
Yeah, it gives you something to shoot for. They're like getting to the classic, or when you get to the classic, it's like getting to the playoffs in the high school football, or winning the state and that kind of thing. So I understand what you're coming from. What I was going to ask you guys, the biggest problem with the high school teams, and this is from my research, and you guys correct me on this, is having enough boats for everybody to fish out of.
Yep, that's the main deal, especially in the monthly club tournaments we have. See, everybody don't have a boat, and that's where a little bit of problems comes in.
Agreed.
That's about the biggest problem we've seen.
If you had something to ask of the community, what would it be in the Lenore City area around your school down there? What would it be if you could ask them? What's your biggest needs? You just said it, boats.
Boats.
You need people that.
Boats is the main thing.
Yeah. You got 10. You may have 10, 20 members in your club, but you only got access to like 5 or 6 boats. Yeah. So you got people sitting on the bench.
So you got people like sometimes we have like 3 kids to a boat. And, I mean, you gotta
make changes to fit the situation. That sounds great.
Yeah, you do.
But that's the whole deal, is coming up with enough people. So community, we're asking for your help. We'd like for you people that can give us a Saturday. What do you fish, one Saturday a month, or?
For the club, we fish one Saturday a month.
One Saturday a month, folks, and you could help 2 high school kids accomplish their dreams by just volunteering to come down there and get with your coach and say, hey, I can be here Saturday morning, drive these people to the lake, or pick them up and drive the boat for them, provide the boat for them. You're there, the coach does drive the boat.
Yeah, the coach drives the boat. The kids ain't allowed to drive.
Okay, and you guys, all you're doing is run the trolling motor and fishing.
That's it.
Okay, do you swap out like half a day on the front, or is it one guy?
It's just a team.
Team? Okay.
Yeah, just like regular bass tournaments. It's just a team weight.
Okay, that's great. I hope I didn't get in front of you boys. Well, listen, it's been great talking to you,
Hey, thank
and
you.
I appreciate your
Thank you,
time,
sir.
man. And hopefully we'll get you some boats. What do you think? That's the biggest plea right there, folks. Is these people need a fishing platform to fish out of and make it fair for everybody that's in the club. How many you got in the club?
30-something.
30-some kids, man. Dang, that's wonderful. Well, the Dayton that last count I had, they had the biggest high school club in the state.
I think they do, yeah.
Still do. Okay, 30 people. That's great, boys. That's great. Okay, folks. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
We'll be back shortly.
Rodney and Kay Harback invite everyone to come on over to Rome Street Grill to experience a pleasant dining experience with them. Rodney knows how important it is to get folks back to work after lunch, so they have a speedy lunch at Rome Street Grill. They will get you in and get you out. Every day they have a special at lunch or order off the menu. So go visit the fine folks at Rome Street Grill. Call them at 865-285-6025. That's Rome Street Grill, across from Jerry Duncan Ford in Harriman. Call them at 865-285-6025.
Okay, folks, we're back, and I'm with Mr. Reynolds now. He's got rid of some, or I didn't say get rid of, but some of his customers left, and Glenn's going to go through some of these boats. Go ahead, Glenn.
Okay, this is an H24 bay boat. It's 24 foot long. You see it goes a long ways from the back end to the front end.
Sure is that, Glenn.
It's made to go to the Gulf or somewhere like that and go fishing, then bring it back to the East Tennessee waters and use it to fish out of.
Yes,
Give you some key features. This is a nice recirculating bait well. We got rod boxes on both sides, as you can see here, on both sides. I got a big fishing deck. We got rod holders. This has got a stainless steel package on it. It has a stainless steel rod holders. Has a jump seats, they call it, that you can fold down.
Make the deck bigger.
Or you can fold it up, and it also has storage under the seat. So it's got a lot of features.
Yes, sir.
It has a 250 Pro XS. It's got a custom 16-inch jack plate. It makes it lift this boat up and run good.
Yes, That's got that padded hull under too.
It has a pad hull. We have a saltwater package. We can't use carpet on the bunks because it will soak up salt water.
Right.
So we put a special vinyl runners, which has all aluminum trailer disc brakes. Ideal for a guy who got the swing tongue.
Yes,
A guy wants to fish here and then take it to Florida on the weekends, you see.
Oh, I tell you what, Glenn, what I liked especially about it for the boats you got here and the price you got on.
Yeah, we're less than $41,000 for a 24-foot boat with a pad 250. And you look around some of these other boats, they're $60,000 for not near the boat this is.
But I tell you, it's a whopper. It's a nice looking rig. I'll say that.
Well, let's go. Let's move over here to the duck boat. We're going from a 24 foot down to a 16 foot. This is a new duck boat we've got that we put a live well in this year, so you can fish and duck hunt. It has accessory rails. It's got a 40 with power tilt and trim. Even though it's a tiller handle, it has power tilt and trim on it. So that's a good deal. Of course, aluminum trailers. It's got a nice radio tires and mag wheel package. It's got the new seats with a built-in lumbar support. That's the best bass seat I've been in a long time.
Yeah, it sets good.
Yeah. So we'll start off we'll close up on this one, go to another one.
All right.
Okay, Steve, this is a high-performance crappie boat.
A high-performance crappie boat. Boy, it's a big one. I'll say that.
It's 8 foot wide. I run it 64 mile an hour the day GPS.
64 miles. It's one of the padded boats too.
It's a pad boat.
Man, I'll tell you
And it's got one of the new Mercury 4-strokes on it.
Yes.
Has a Reynolds Racing Marine Special jack plate. It's got the 3 pedestals across the front.
I've seen that. Yes.
So we rival some of the best fiberglass boats in performance and ride with our pad express, as you see.
Yes, sir.
Other brands limit their horsepower to 115 and we've got strong enough transom we can put a 300 on them.
Yeah. Okay, folks, we're back, and I've met this beautiful young lady here, Teresa Barnes, and Teresa is a Bullet boat factory rep. So, Teresa, tell us about the Bullet boats you got in the show.
In the show this weekend, we have a brand new boat we just released. It's a 21 SDC, which is a dual console version of our 21 XRS. And it's the first one off the line, and we're getting a lot of great response from it.
You are that. Did you pick the colors out on the boat?
I was not the one who picked the colors, but we sort of had a group effort. So.
Okay. Well, your group done good. That is the prettiest blue I've seen on a boat in a long time, and you all set it off great with that silver and the black stripe. It is a beautiful boat. And you also have another Bullet boat over here. And what model is it?
It's a 21 XRD.
21 XRD.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, anything special you want to tell us about the Bullet boats?
We're a local company made in Knoxville, and we're 100% hand-laid, handcrafted boats, which is you don't find that very much anymore.
You don't find that. Everything is mass-produced.
Yes.
Yeah, mostly.
Yes, and anyone who's interested in seeing how we build boats is more than welcome to give us a call and come to the factory and take a tour.
All right. Hey, that's a good invite. Okay, Teresa, thank you much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, folks, we'll be back with someone else here shortly.
Okay, this is a brand new 2110 SDC. In fact, this is the first boat in existence. It's a dual console for the wintertime fishing for the co-angler. Gives him a lot of wind protection. Of course, it has a nice glove box. Big decks, a lot of storage. This is, like I say, this is the first one ever built. Okay, we got
a good job on it, Glenn.
Yeah, they sure did. Huh?
It is beautiful.
Let's go around here on the other side here. This is what they call a 20-foot 3-inch, 8-foot wide catfish boat. I want to show you guys what a live well. It's big enough you can almost get in there. You almost get in and lay down.
That is a dandy, Glenn. That really is.
Hold that just a minute, Steve.
Got it.
Has a wash down system. Wash your deal. If you don't like that, you can give your buddy a shower. Wouldn't work today. It has a bait well in the back. Would cover for a pretty good live well. Of course, it has a seating on both sides. If you want to do some trolling out of the back, sit back here and go with it. So, real nice outfit. It's got the new 115 command thrust Mercury, very lightweight, 126 cubic inches. Does a good job. A 4-stroke, yes. So, a lot of floor space. Of course, got a rod locker on the side. And I believe the guy was here a while ago. We figured out it'd hold at least a 12-foot rod. Because it goes all the way from here, all the way to the nose. So we got this is probably the most diverse fishing boat we've got. Plenty big. You can camp out inside. So, yes. So we got a lot of features. It's actually rated for 150 horsepower. So it's got the hydraulic steering. So it's a real nice unit. Okay, this is a new X18 Pro. It's made to have a very reasonably priced, full-featured bass boat. We start with a nice storage compartments on the side. It's got the extreme coat in it, so like a bed liner. You don't have the pearls of carpet, but you get it's non-skid.
Had a lot of people comment on that over here in the last 2 or 3 days.
Yes.
About how easy to keep it clean it would be.
For new this year, they put the new rod ramp box in it. Got the new fancy rolling police seats. It's got the Helix 5 GPS in it. We have the new recessed foot pedal with the tray, tool tray up front. It has a aluminum trailer, as we can see on the bottom, with the aluminum fancy wheels. And I think this thing sells. Let me get over here and find out. Ready? Okay, it sells for the show special of $31.9, and you get a tournament rig, and I run it 67 mile an hour the other day. Rides smooth, hangs up on its tail. Different than all my competition in Luna business. So we've got it would make a tournament boat. It's very affordable. Okay, this is Glenn of Reynolds Marine showing the new 618 Pro. It's actually 18 foot, 10 inches long. Some of the key features. It has a under seat rod storage. You flip it up and you put your net on there instead of hanging it all over the boat. We have a passenger rod box that has the plano boxes. The rod tubes in the back. This is the only boats that's here in this show that has a co-angler rod box. Of course, it has all kind of storage here, storage on the bottom, has an ice cooler in the middle. So it's got all kind of rod storage and for a very reasonably priced. It sure is. We feature in our 5-passenger side-by-side. I'll give you a few key features. We have 5 different seats. It's good for parents or maybe grandparents who want to take their kids. It has a roof. It has mirrors. It has lights on top. This big one has power steering. It has dump beds. It has a new storage like a late model Dodge truck. It has a bumper. It has a trailer hitch. Has winches on front and back. Really a nice unit.
Boy, it is, Glenn, and that thing's as big as a Jeep, just about.
Almost big as a Jeep.
Yes, sir. It sure is.
But it's made for off-road and made for the kids and grandkids, for the whole family to go cruising.
I agree. It is an awesome machine. I'll say that. It's got a lot of features to it.
This is a new XST dual console. We're targeting all our competition with a much better built boat. We get more performance with a 200 than my competition does with a 250. Here's a nice feature. It's called a E-Pod, and it brings the depth finder up where you can see it.
Yes,
I know my eye's not good. When tall as I am, down you can't see it in the floorboard.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Let's sort of move on to the back. We have dual consoles for wind protection. This is the only boat I know of that has rod holder slots on the deck. We might get back here at the back and look at it from the forward there. See, it had rod slots in the deck. As far as I know, this is the only boat in existence that has rod holders on top of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
This boat is built with a hand-laid deck and a hand-laid hull, and they glass it together on the bottom, and then they turn it up on its side and actually put a patch and make it a unibody. As far as I know, that's the only bass company that does that. It has a structural aluminum reinforced transom. And what that means, we actually take a aluminum frame, we actually sandblast it, we actually encapsulate it into the fiberglass. And you probably could put 200-300s on there and never tear it out. In the back here, we have a patented skid planer that helps on the hole shot.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get the price in line with almost all the other 21-foot boats and give you double the fuel mileage. And it's a real nice unit right now.
It looks good. It's very pretty.
Okay, Steve, this is a XP 180. It's 18 foot long. Has a lot of key features like the side storage boxes. And of course, it has storage in under the seats. It's got the new wraparound buckets.
Lumbar seats in
Yes,
Okay.
And it's got the new 75 horse. That's 126 cubic inches. That really makes this boat rock and roll. You say?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Got the camel paint on it. It has the maximum 70-pound Minn Kota, 24 volt, and it comes all complete, ready to go fishing. Okay. What we got here, Steve, is everybody can afford the high dollar boats. I made a $5,900 special. That includes drive-on trailer, engine, and everything for a very reasonable price. A couple of guys can go together and finance that and go fishing. That puts everybody in the water.
Puts everybody in the water, right, Glenn? That's exactly. You've done it. You've done it. I mean, you've covered it all.
And if you need to know where we're located,
yes,
this made us a little poster here. It tells all about what we do. And so it's got a nice 20 tiller handle on it. It's called a 1548 flat bottom. And the trailer has a drive-on bunks on it. So it's something that the average guy, no matter what his income level, Steve, can get in the business, you see.
It's an excellent crappie rig. I mean, you don't,
Put you an ice cooler in there.
Yes, sir.
Throw them in there and take them home. You could catch as many crappie as a most highest priced boat here.
That's exactly right, Glenn. I guarantee you, all you need is a cinder block for an anchor.
That's right, Okay, Steve, I guess we need to talk about our background boat here.
We sure do, Glenn. It's the prettiest from the show.
It's orange and white, and it's called an SUV boat, and it's made to go the sandbar, go cruising. So a little bit different than anything here. Made for 5 people. It's made to go cruising on Sunday afternoon. So we got a variety of product here for just about anybody's budget and anybody's taste, you see. So come on down to see me, and I hope you guys enjoy the show tonight.
All right, Glenn, I appreciate your time. I want to thank you as a sponsor of the show. And, folks, if you can't get here or you didn't get over here, Glenn will be back home come Monday. Just stop by down to Harriman there and give him a shout and look at any of these boats he's got.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate you, buddy. All right. Hey, good evening, folks. We're here, and Mike, good to have you with me.
Be here.
All right, good to have you here with me. We don't have much time. Couple of things I want to run by you right quick. And Herschel, appreciate the great job you done. With my sponsors there and the interviews with the people. I thought it was really interesting. Good show. Right quick, I ran into a couple of vendors over there. Not vendors, but I guess factory reps. They were willing to come by here to the show. We're going to try to set up a Lawrence class, Mike, that I want to attend, and I need to get you to attend.
Yeah, I sure need to.
Yeah, seriously, folks, they're going to bring some units over, set them up, go through some things that these new Lawrence electronics, hummingbirds and stuff. They're really high tech. So those people agreed to come over, and we're just waiting on the right time to get that done, and I hope real quick. Number one, I want to mention Edgemore Outdoors has got a big sale going on tomorrow and Saturday. You need to get by there. They got 10% off quite a bit of stuff. And the Rapala Magnum lures, they're 40% off, 20% off Denali rods, 20% off Shimano rods, 20% off on the Halo rods, and they got a special sale price on a lot of their handguns. This is a big sale for for Edgemore, and if you missed out on anything, and I'm going to tell you about Edgemore Outdoors, Jim Williams has got the best organized store in the country. I mean, it's just bam, bam, bam. Everything's arranged from 1/8 ounce all the way up to whatever.
I mean, if you haven't been there, you need to get by there, take advantage of this good sale he's got going on tomorrow and Saturday. And we talked about probably doing, I'm glad to have Jim back. We're looking at doing a on-site show over there in the near future. And whenever he gets ready to do that, we're going to do it. But do remember the sale he's got going on over there this Friday and Saturday. I think you're going to see a lot of stuff that's real good priced, and he has some real good stuff, Mike.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Plenty of crappie stuff.
Plenty of crappie stuff, and the bass stuff, and it's just going on and on. The next thing I want to mention is this roofer's ad. I picked those guys up. They're licensed, bonded. You've probably seen the ad on the screen there. Insured. They do a great job, commercial and residential. They do remodeling also. So if your roof needs attention, you want to make sure you get that done, as soon as the weather breaks a little bit. They'd be more than glad to have your work. And don't forget those people, because they do need the work, and they do a great job. References are available, and that phone number is 865-363-9274. And that's Jack's cell phone, and he'd love to hear from you. I've got plenty of tournament information I picked up over at there at the fishing show. That was my big reason for being there. All those guys that put on tournaments have their flyers and whatnot out, and I'll start running over those next week. Let me think of what else, Mike. Told about the electronics. We're going to have those people here. But anyway, that's about all the announcements I got to make. Got any fishing tips for us, Mike?
Well, things are a little tough right now on them crappie. I don't know whether it's the water clearing up or whether they're just moving it too much, or the bright sunshine scared them to death, or they may be snow blind. I don't know. It's pretty tough down there on watch for them crappie. I couldn't really get in on a bunch of them. I catch some small ones, a lot of catfish, plenty of catfish down there, and stripe, some big stripe. I mean, big stripe.
Yeah, the white bass, not the hybrids, but the white river stripers. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, some dandies.
The native fish.
Yeah, two and 3 pounders. I mean, some dandies. And,
right.
They're about 30 foot deep too. And, catfish about anywhere you want to fish. You catch catfish.
Herschel would love it.
Yes, I guarantee.
Yeah.
Guarantee.
All right. Herschel, I give y'all a little tip from Bill Nichols. Bill and Polly's watching, and Bill and I have been on the lake today, and but Bill had an excellent trip on Monday up at Norris, boated 17 smallies, several of them over 20 inches. And you got any pictures you want to show us, Herschel? While I'm talking, he's got some pictures there of some of those fish, and Herschel's got them going to flip them through the screen there, I guess. But Bill had a great trip there Monday, and then he went back yesterday, and they caught some fish, didn't do near as good. And then I think he and I probably got 9 or 10. There's a couple of the pictures there now, and looking good, Bill, looking good. And so there's some more. But anyway, Bill's dying to get back to Dale Hollow, but he's also tickled to death to have a good trip or two on North, Mike.
I guarantee.
One thing that we did, like I said, I think we put nine in the boat today, missed several. But, man, that water up there is just so dang clear, Mike.
Oh, yes, sir.
I mean, I told Bill, I said, I think them fish are just laying down there and under anything they can find and hide until the clouds move over or the sun goes down, or it's before the sun comes up. And once today, Bill had his bait down on the bottom, got it in, and noticed something was wrong with it, and had them zebra mussels attached to it.
Zebra mussels, yes.
Yeah. So, man, they just, I don't know, Mike, if you'd ever get rid of them or not. I don't think you can. You'd have to dry the river up.
Probably.
Yeah. And then they'd still be down in the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do with them, but I personally feel like that's a whole lot of why that water's so clear up there. It's the clearest I've ever seen it. And I've been fishing the lake ever since 1972. And Bill's been fishing it all his life, and he's almost 87 years old. So and when he tells you it's as clear as he's seen it, you can better believe it's clear.
Yes.
So, but I don't know. You know, we think that's a lot of the effect on the fish. Monday was a great day fishing up there, and it was cloudy, overcast.
Mhm.
Perfect day. Perfect day for North Lake this time of year. The fish we did catch was real healthy. I mean, they fattened up, you know.
Mm.
So we'll see how that turns out. And
Maybe they'll start eating them zebra mussels.
well, I hope they do, Mike. I don't know, you know. I don't know. I hope they do. If they don't, the zebra mussels are going to wind up eating them out, you know. And they're going to eat, you know, ruin all the bait up there. But it's a problem. I guarantee you, it's a problem, without a doubt. And you know, let's say we're going to drop the lake down way low, try to get rid of them. But heck, when you're hanging, you know, your bait's on the bottom and 18, 20, 25, 30 feet, and you're getting them, you know, 30 more feet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they just keep moving down with the water. I'm sure they do. You know, I don't know what they're going to do, but it definitely is a problem up there. And you know, our thinking may be all wrong, but it's just seems like that they are eating all the plankton and clearing the water up for sure. So I see. Trying to think if somebody else had a big bag of fish. Man, I think last weekend, or weekend before last, Bill was telling me they had a heck of a tournament up on Cherokee. 30, I think they had, I know 2 bags over 30 pounds. The winner had 33 pounds, and second place was 32 pounds something. And I think there was another bag is right at 30. And so, man, you know, 5 fish, that's sacking them.
You ain't kidding.
So I don't know what they caught them on. I just heard what the weights were in the tournament, and I got that info from Bill. So Cherokee seems like it's got some good fish going in right now. I do know that the TVA shocked up there back a couple of months ago, and they had some real good results. On the shocking part of it. So sounds like I don't know what the fish were caught on or anything like that, but it sounds like Cherokee's coming back.
We was at the show. There was one of the guys that was looking at one of them express boats, and he was talking about Douglas, and he said right now, Douglas is pretty tough on the crappie too.
Mm-hmm. No, not catching many on Douglas.
Catching many on Douglas, he said.
Well, that doesn't surprise me with all the snow water that we had running in and that kind of thing, Mike. Water temperature cooling down and this, that, and the other.
What did you have today? 43 on Watch Bar.
43? About the same thing we had we was up in 45, 47 there when we quit. But started out this morning 45. Did you say we had how many seconds? Less than 60. Okay, good deal. Well, I was hoping somebody'd call in with a good fishing report, but undoubtedly not. Everybody's kind of been snowed in and that kind of thing. It's good to get out, kind of like cabin fever, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
And Sherry, I will be on a diet. I know that's what you're thinking there when you saw me over there in that film. I didn't know. Herschel done everything he could. He had to go to a wide lens to get me in there, so I got to do something. It's time to get into fishing for him, All right, folks. Enjoyed it. Hope you did. God bless you. See you next week. All right. Good deal. You done good, Cody.